Hey guys, what's up? It's the Prodigy here, bringing you another Call of Duty Black Ops gameplay, and we have the FAL on Ground War Domination on Havana. I'm using the Master Key on the FAL with Flat Checker Pro, Sleight of Hand Pro, Tactical Mass Pro, pretty much one of the standard setups that I use. It seems to be working out pretty good for me. I'm a big fan of it. I've been trying to get a little more variety with my guns. As you see, I don't really use that many of the same type of guns. I like to try and use guns that not too many people do use, just so I can maybe just make it a little more interesting and everything like that. Uh, so, the whole thing I wanted to talk about in this gameplay was is pretty much like objective type games, and I know if you guys are like big into like watching gaming, like game battles, if you guys play, I'm sure a lot of you know this. But I just wanted to like touch on it a little bit. And pretty much like what you got to know is that if you're playing like a standard 6v6 objective game, or if you're in game battles or like something like that, and it's like 4v4 objective game, you don't always want to have people running straight for the objective. You got to have slayers. And this is pretty much what I do in this game. I pretty much play the slayer role, and I just kind of sit back. I don't really go for too many flat caps. Try and watch B cover anybody that's trying to rush C, and maybe push up into to A just a little bit, trying to push them back into A, and pretty much just keep them pinned down. And that's pretty much my job in this. And then you have other people who are going for the flag caps and everything like that. And I know probably a bunch of you watch Hutch, CNNers, Optic Diesel, those guys, and they play very aggressive, and that's good. That's how they play. That's what they like to do, and they pretty much win every match, and you can't fault them for that. They they definitely they're professionals. What can you say? I'm not, and I'm playing Ground War with 8 other people that I have no idea who they are. So I pretty much just kind of like sit back and try and look over B, play the Slayer role, and give my team some support as much as I can, like with my like kill streaks, and whenever they're trying to cap a flag, keep people out from this building that's across from it. These 2 buildings are great vantage points over B, and you got to realize that. So just remember that when you are playing objective type games, don't always try and be the Slayer. There are some people that are slayers, and there are some people that are objective players and support players, and that's how this game pretty much goes. These kids weren't bad either. These kids it was like a legitimate team. A lot of prestige. A lot of like I think 4th prestiges, 5th prestiges. So some fairly good teams. So just wanted to touch on that a little bit, and yeah. The second thing I wanted to talk about in this video is pretty much how I got my start into gaming. And pretty much what happened was when I was young, the whole fanatic was Halo. Everybody knew about Halo. Halo this, Halo that. All the kids, I was in elementary school at the time, all the kids were obsessed with Halo. And I was too, but my parents, they wouldn't let me get an Xbox. They wouldn't let me play mature rated games. You know how parents are, they're protective, whatever. And yeah, that's pretty much what happened with me. So I would always try and make an excuse to go over to one of my friends' houses and attempt to like spend the night there and whatnot, and play Halo and everything like that. And I was terrible. I was so bad. It was horrible. It was almost like embarrassing to watch me play, but I kept at it, and eventually, after like 100 sleepovers in elementary school, I finally got like halfway decent enough to play Halo, and I was okay. And then I got into junior high, and I kept pushing at it, and finally saved up enough money to buy my own Xbox. And my parents said they weren't gonna like support me on this, considering the fact that it is for fun and entertainment, and they wouldn't help buy anything. So I had to buy everything. I bought the Xbox, I bought all the games. I bought the router. I brought the wireless setup for it. I hooked everything up. I mean, I did absolutely everything for this Xbox. And bought Halo 3, I think it was, when I finally had enough money to finally save up and get everything like that. I think it was Halo 3, and I played Halo 3 non-stop. I was determined to get my rank to 50 and everything like that, and I was just determined, and I put a lot of hours into that Halo and everything like that. And so time comes, and I know it's happened to everybody, but I got the Red Ring of Death, knowing everybody's luck. Everybody gets it every now and then, so my Xbox was disabled, and finally came to it, and decided that I was not gonna like sit on my ass and wait for it, but I was gonna go and either buy a new Xbox or see if I can fix it. So I hopped on YouTube and I looked all them down, and eventually I fixed it, and my Xbox was fixed. But in order for me to fix it, I had to put a bunch of money into like the special screwdrivers that you have to use to take out these stupid shaped screws out to undo the Xbox and everything like that, and I just tore it apart. So when I finally got it fixed, after I think I ended up fixing, I don't know, I had to change a few parts around, put pennies and tape pennies over with electrical tape. I don't know if any of you guys have really heard about that, but that's what I ended up doing, and fixed my Red Ring of Death. And pretty much for the next year and a half, I had it was the actual motherboard sitting on 2 textbooks, so it wouldn't overheat on the ground with air underneath of it, and it was just the motherboard and the disk tray just sitting off to the side, and it was an interesting setup, and I ran that setup for about a year because I didn't want to spend. It worked fine. I didn't need to buy a new Xbox. It was working fine. And then the day comes where we had some people over and they didn't see it or something like that, but they kicked my Xbox, and let's just say the motherboard cracked in half, and it wasn't a very pretty sight. So, of course, knowing my parents, they wouldn't let me like make the other people who did it by accident pay for it. So I had to go buy an entirely new Xbox, and I bought an entirely new Xbox and came to it and played that for about a year, and that's when I got into Call of Duty 4, and I was Call of Duty 4ing a lot, and because that game was awesome. That was probably one of my all-time favorite games, is Call of Duty 4, but now it's pretty much hacked and all the infections, and it's just not really fun to me anymore. So I'm on Black Ops. But anyways, and I was into Call of Duty 4, and that's pretty much my like start of my Call of Duty career. I did end up buying Halo Reach, and Halo Reach wasn't really anything special to me, and I was just pretty much standing to the Call of Duty series, either going back to Call of Duty 4 or switching into Modern Warfare 2 and everything like that. And I know probably some of you guys are wondering, why did you hit your start menu right there? And if you hit your start menu, it's an overall view of the map. So that's pretty much, I couldn't see, like my radar just showed a bunch of red dots off to the side, and I had no idea where they are. So if I'd start, I could see the entire map and see where all the red dots were. And that's pretty much what happened. So back to like how I got to where I am now is after Modern Warfare 2 came out, I was spending a lot of time on YouTube and everything like that, and I saw all the commentators and Blame Truth, Hutch, Xjaws, Wings of Redemption, all those people, and I'm sure it's happened with a lot of people, but they inspired me, I guess you can say, and that's pretty much how I got into commentating and doing gameplays and everything like that. And somewhere in the middle of there, I picked up UFC Undisputed 2010, and I'm like currently 67th in the world in it or something like that. I don't know, some crazy number like that. I got really good at that game. I used to play tournaments for that and stuff, and did pretty good at that. And then the disc broke because somebody stepped on it and it snapped in half. And yeah, that's pretty much been my story of my Xbox gaming career. And I guess you can talk about like where my plans are for the future, and hopefully I can get in partnership with YouTube. I guess that's the first step, you can say. Get into partnership with YouTube, then get into hopefully every commentator's dream is to work for Machinima. But you can't just hope for that. But that's definitely our goals, and that's pretty much what I hope to do, plan to do, and that's where I'm headed. And all support would be much appreciated, and anything you guys can do to help me, I would greatly appreciate. And we're nearing the end of the video here. You see me desperately trying to get in my second chopper gunner. I already have my second dogs out, and I end up getting it in here. That's what she said, or that's what he said. Oh god, totally screwed that one up. But yeah, so I just wanted to remind you guys to comment the video, favorite the video, share the video, subscribe, like, everything. It would definitely mean a lot to me. It definitely helped me out a lot, and I'm gonna continue posting more gameplay. And my final score here was 46-2 with the FAL, and we ended up drawing. So I'm out. Peace.